Tombstone Epitaph reported a story about two ranchers who saw a giant flying creature in the sky above them.
Strange figures roam the dense Amazon, their forms barely recognizable, yet cameras have captured them. Are these legendary beasts, unknown cryptids, or something even more terrifying? Let's see the mythical creatures that were caught on camera. A towering figure stood on a hill, its skeletal frame stretched unnaturally. But the real nightmare? Its head wasn't human. It was two massive loudspeakers fused to its neck. The resemblance to the Siren Man from horror movies was undeniable. The creature wasn't still. It moved, slow and deliberate, as if searching for something. The eerie footage made it feel like a horror story had bled into real life, leaving people unsettled. Ocean Phantom. A woman in Indonesia captured something massive moving through the ocean, a shape so large and fluid that it looked like a sea monster gliding beneath the waves. Some dismissed it as an illusion, while others argued it could be a group of creatures swimming in perfect sync. The footage spread fast, sparking wild theories and endless debates. While no one could agree on what she saw, the one thing everyone could agree on was how unsettling it was. River Beast. In a remote Indonesian village, something strange was happening. Cattle kept vanishing near the river, leaving behind no trace. Locals grew wary until a group decided to investigate. When they reached the water, they spotted a dark, shadowy figure lurking beneath the surface. It had a long, twisting tail, but its face remained hidden. Armed with sticks, they tried to corner it. But before they could get a closer look, the creature disappeared, leaving behind only fear and unanswered questions. Mythical Beast. A chilling clip surfaced online, making people question what's real and what's not. It showed a creature lurking in the dark, its eyes glowing as it crawled low to the ground. Thick fur covered its body, making it look more beast than human. But then, it did something truly unsettling. It stood up tall. The way it moved, the way it loomed, sent shivers down spines everywhere. Some were convinced it was a real werewolf, while skeptics called it a hoax. Regardless, the video spread like wildfire, leaving one big question behind. What did they really capture that night? Haunting discovery. While clearing out sewer pipes, workers stumbled upon something that made them stop cold. At first, it blended into the shadows, just another dark patch in the tunnel. But then, it moved. A slimy, dirt-covered creature with jagged, glowing teeth stared back at them. It looked like it had been lurking there for years, feeding on who knows what. Some joked it was straight out of a horror film, while others wondered if it was an abandoned experiment gone wrong. Whatever it was, one thing's certain. This was no ordinary sewer cleanup. Mousefish.
What is this fish?
A man walking near a sewer caught something weird on camera. It was swimming through the water, and at first, it looked like a normal fish. But as he zoomed in, things got bizarre. The creature had an odd, almost alien-like appearance. Part fish, part rodent. Online debates blew up, with some swearing it was just a fish, while others argued it was a mutated rat. However, it is for sure that nature has a way of throwing in surprises, and this strange little swimmer was definitely one of them. Prehistoric wings. One man got the shock of his life when he glanced up and saw a massive creature soaring through the sky. Its enormous wings stretched wide, and its sharp, pointed beak gave it an unmistakable prehistoric look. It resembled a living, breathing pterosaur, as if time had somehow skipped a beat. But this wasn't a fossil or a museum display. It was moving, gliding, alive. Some believe it could be a surviving relic from the past, while others think it might be an undiscovered species. Buried horror. A farmer in Brazil was digging through his field when his shovel hit something strange. At first, it just looked like a mass of tangled roots until it moved. Buried deep underground was a giant creature with twisting, slimy limbs that looked eerily like an octopus. But how did something like that end up in the dirt instead of the ocean? Some online viewers joked that it was a baby Cthulhu finally waking up after centuries of sleep. The locals weren't laughing, though. Unknown cave. A group of cavers in Mexico set out for a routine exploration, but ended up finding something straight out of legend. Deep inside a remote, uncharted tunnel, they spotted what looked like a salamander. But as they got closer, its features twisted into something far more menacing. With elongated limbs, piercing eyes, and a strange, almost reptilian movement, the creature resembled something ancient, something that shouldn't exist. Then, without warning, it lunged. The group bolted, leaving their gear behind in their desperate escape. Since then, no one has dared return, and that cave remains untouched, its secrets still lurking in the darkness. Phantom Watchers. During the lively San Pedro Carnival, while music and laughter filled the streets, something unsettling unfolded above. Drones capturing the celebration picked up enormous, shadowy figures soaring through the sky. Their massive wings cut through the night air before they vanished without a trace. They were far too large for birds, and their eerie disappearance only deepened the mystery. Some believe they were supernatural entities watching from above, while skeptics struggle to explain what the cameras caught. Horned serpent. A man exploring abandoned ruins stumbled upon a creature that seemed pulled straight from ancient myths, a snake with two sharp horns protruding from its head. Unlike any ordinary serpent, it moved with an unsettling grace, its appearance eerily similar to the legendary Cerastes of Greek mythology. Luckily, he managed to capture it on video, and the internet went wild. How could a creature like this go unnoticed for so long? If this serpent is real, what other mythical beings might still be lurking, waiting to be discovered? Mountain Mystery. A tourist in Nicaragua was soaking in the mountain views when strange sounds echoed through the trees. Curious, he pulled out his camera and started filming. That's when he caught something that left him and everyone watching on edge. Locals have long whispered about this creature, with some claiming it steals children, while others insist it's just an unknown type of monkey, but the footage says otherwise. The figure didn't move like any monkey, and its eerie presence sent chills through those who saw it. Mythical cryptid. In 2018, a group of cyclists riding through a secluded area in Brazil stumbled upon something that sent chills down their spines. Hidden in the brush was a bizarre creature with a bald head and an eerily familiar face, one that looked unsettlingly like a calf. The group stopped, unsure if they were looking at a deformed animal, an unknown species, or something far stranger. Theories ran wild, from the legendary chupacabra to a genetic experiment gone horribly wrong. They uploaded the footage online, hoping for answers, but even experts were baffled. Tiny Watcher.
Oh my god!
In the UK, children playing in their backyard spotted something unusual hanging from a tree. What first seemed like a beehive turned out to be far stranger. A small winged figure hovered nearby, its delicate body moving with precision. It wasn't an insect, and it definitely wasn't human. The children ran inside, shaken by what they had just witnessed. Whatever they saw that day left them convinced that some myths might be more than just stories.
What is it? I don't know.
Fluffy surprise.
Oh my god, you're so cute! Holy shit!
I love dogs. They are one of my favorite creations of God. What about you? But what if something spooky happens to them? Because a boy stepped onto his porch and spotted what looked like a tiny, fluffy puff stuck to a beam. Thinking it was just a piece of lint, he took a closer look, only to realize it had eyes. The little creature was actually a moth, but not just any moth. This was the Venezuelan poodle moth, a rare species discovered in 2009, and it looked exactly like a miniature poodle with wings. Its snowy white fur and big black eyes made it one of the most adorable yet bizarre insects ever caught on camera. Skyborne anomalies. One afternoon in Dallas, a man looked up and saw something bizarre. 3 insect-like creatures flying together. At first, there had only been one, but now they were multiplying, moving in perfect sync, as if they were studying the ground below. Then, without warning, they vanished, with more than one sighting reported. Calling it a coincidence felt impossible. Dallas was unknowingly a hotspot for something out of this world. Mythical creature. In 2009, something enormous appeared in the sky over Dallas. Witnesses described it as a dragon with massive and crooked wings, almost resembling the fictional Zerg creatures known for rapid evolution and a hive mind. It loomed above, its presence suffocating, before vanishing without a trace. Those who saw it never forgot. Some feared it had been watching, waiting. Whatever it was, it left a mark on the city, a silent warning of something far bigger than anyone could explain. Chinese reckoning. 8 years ago in China, a man claimed to have filmed something straight out of legend, a dragon soaring through the sky. The footage, taken in Yunnan province, showed a massive, serpentine creature gliding over the mountains, its powerful wings slicing through the air. The video spread fast, igniting debates. Was it an illusion, a hoax, or proof that dragons still roam above us? No one has ever confirmed the truth, but the mystery is still here, and it refuses to vanish. Winged omen. A driver cruising down a quiet highway glanced up and saw something that made him hit the brakes. A massive bat-like creature soared through the sky, its wings stretching wider than any bird he had ever seen. Shaking, he grabbed his phone and started recording. When the footage surfaced online, theories exploded. Some believed it was a dragon. Others thought it could be a prehistoric beast that somehow survived. Skeptics called it a trick of the light, but no one could explain the sheer size of the thing. Whether it was a glimpse into a lost world or something beyond understanding, the sight left its mark. Dark wings. In 1977, a former combat photographer in Illinois captured something that shook even experts. A massive bird soaring through the sky, its wings stretched impossibly wide, resembling the legendary thunderbird from Native American myths. The dark silhouette matched ancient descriptions, making the footage all the more unsettling. Universities even analyzed the film and found no evidence of tampering. Decades later, the mystery remains, leaving many convinced that something enormous still roams the skies. Sky predator. A bizarre video has sent the internet into a frenzy. A massive winged creature, the size of a full-grown car, soaring through the sky. What really set it apart was its tail. eerily similar to that of a prehistoric beast. Speculation exploded, with theories ranging from a living dinosaur to an elaborate hoax. While skeptics dismissed it, cryptid hunters insisted it was the real deal. The footage remains unsolved, fueling the belief that something ancient could still be out there. Sky Titan. A man looked out his window and froze. Perched atop a nearby tower was something enormous with wings stretched wide. It had the unmistakable presence of a dragon, like a relic from a lost age, somehow reappearing. The internet exploded with theories, with some convinced this was proof of something incredible, while others dismissed it as CGI. The footage remains a mystery, leaving everyone wondering what really soared above that day. Sky Tentacles. Two men were heading out when they noticed something bizarre hovering above them, an octopus figure floating in the sky. Intrigued, they pulled out their phones and started recording. As the video spread online, people threw out theories. Some were convinced it was just an oddly shaped kite, but others swore it looked too lifelike, as if an actual octopus had somehow taken flight. Whatever the truth is, the sight left plenty of people staring up, wondering if they'd just witnessed something truly out of this world. Glowing cargo. A strange video appeared online showing an unidentified flying object carrying a glowing cube-like box. It didn't drift aimlessly. It moved with intent, as if guarding whatever was inside. The footage spread like wildfire, sparking debates. Was it military tech, a futuristic drone, or something far beyond human understanding? That eerie glow left people unsettled. Whatever it wasn't meant to be seen. Winged skies. In 2019, a small town in China witnessed something that felt straight out of a myth. A massive, glowing cloud rolled across the sky. But what came next left people speechless. A giant, angelic figure appeared within, its wings stretched wide as if guarding the heavens. Some stood frozen in awe, while others were bringing up legends of ancient guardians watching over them. Whether a celestial being or something beyond human understanding, that moment stayed with them, a mystery as vast as the sky itself. Virginia Sky Beast. A quiet day in West Virginia took a strange turn when a man spotted something in the sky. At first, it looked like an oversized bird, but as it moved closer, its glowing form pulsed like it was alive. It drifted with an eerie grace, like some ancient mythical beast floating above the earth. He captured the footage, and the internet went wild. It was a legendary sky creature, and if not that, then something science can't explain. Either way, it left a mark on those who saw it. Hidden Majestic. For centuries, unicorns have been dismissed as nothing more than fantasy, but recent sightings are making people rethink that. A man hiking deep in the woods stumbled upon a creature straight out of legend. White, graceful, and with a single, unmistakable horn. Another witness miles away captured similar footage of a horned animal grazing in a clearing. If these encounters are real, they could change everything we thought we knew about mythical creatures. Forest Phantom. While out in the woods, a group came across something straight out of a nightmare. The hodag. It lurked behind the trees, its scaly gray body covered in spikes, its glowing eyes watching from the shadows. Even at a distance, it looked menacing. Too afraid to get closer, one of them managed to capture just enough footage to send the internet into a frenzy. The sighting set off debates, but one thing was certain. No one wanted to stick around and see what it could do. Griffin tamed. If you always thought griffins were just myths, this video might change your mind. A man was caught on camera calmly patting what appeared to be a real-life griffin. The legendary creature, with the body of a lion and the wings of an eagle, wasn't aggressive. It just sat there, completely relaxed. Normally depicted as fierce and untamable, this griffin's peaceful nature sent the internet into a frenzy. Some called it proof that mythological creatures might not be so mythical after all. Winged Phantom. In 2017, a woman in Phoenix captured something terrifying in the sky. A dark, humanoid figure with wings hovering unnaturally. It wasn't a bird, a plane, or anything easily explained. Floating effortlessly, it looked more like a being from folklore or something not of this world. Some claimed it was a cryptid, while others believed it was an extraterrestrial watching from above. The footage remains unexplained, adding another layer to the mystery of the skies. Shadow Beast. A strange, long-legged creature was caught on camera walking near a farm, sparking talk of the chupacabra once again. It moved on all fours, resembling a canine, but with an eerie, unnatural shape. Its dark outline and stretched limbs looked nothing like any known animal, making some swear it was the legendary bloodsucker. The footage set the internet on fire, with debates raging over whether this was real proof or just another mystery lurking in the shadows. Strange catch. A fisherman reeled in something straight out of a fantasy. A creature with a human-like torso, a fishtail, and tiger-striped skin. Its fins looked sharp, and its elf-like ears added an even weirder twist. Unlike traditional mermaid depictions, this thing had a wild, almost alien appearance. It wasn't moving, likely unable to survive out of water, but the footage alone was enough to send speculation into overdrive. A real mermaid or an undiscovered species? Either way, it was a catch no one expected. Rooftop stalker. The video cut off abruptly, leaving everyone wondering if they ever made it out. A group of explorers stumbled upon something terrifying in the ruins of an old house. Perched on the rooftop was a pale, eerie figure with glowing eyes, lurking just beyond their flashlight beams. It moved in unsettling ways, almost like it was toying with them, shifting positions as if planning its next move. Some believe it resembled the infamous rake, a creature said to stalk the night. Did they make it out okay? Insect Man. This guy found a strange, oversized insect chilling on a tree branch near his home. With massive eyes, strange thread-like growths on its back, and an unsettling human-like stance. It looked nothing like any known bug. As the camera zoomed out, its shape became even weirder. It had a flat tail and gripped the branch with what appeared to be hands. Some called it a freak of nature. Others joked about lab experiments gone wrong, but no one could explain what this thing really was. Lost Predator. Deep in the forest, a man stood beside a creature that looked straight out of the Jurassic era. Its body was just like a dinosaur, and its snout was covered, almost as if it had been restrained. Then, without hesitation, the man removed the covering and set it free. The creature bolted into the trees, vanishing as quickly as it appeared. While science says dinosaurs are long gone, this footage has people questioning if some prehistoric beasts are still lurking in the wild. Thought you should know. For those who think trolls are just legends, this footage might make them think twice. Towering and covered in thick, dark hair, the creature looked like it had stepped straight out of folklore. Anything in its way didn't stand a chance. Filmed at night, it took slow, deliberate steps toward the person recording, as if it had finally grown tired of being disturbed. Creatures like this usually stay hidden, but when their peace is broken, they make sure everyone knows who's in charge. Trail Terror. A group of friends went for a peaceful horseback ride, but their journey took a terrifying turn. A strange, dark-furred creature with a long tail appeared on the path, watching them pass. Just when they thought it was harmless, it lunged, knocking a rider straight off their horse. Some believe it looked like a tiny dinosaur, while others think it could have been an aggressive anteater. Either way, that peaceful ride turned into a mystery no one was expecting. Winged Shadow. While setting up his camera on a hillside, a photographer caught something unbelievable. A massive dragon figure moved through the trees, its enormous wings stretching wide. Even from a distance, the sight was enough to shake him. He kept the footage as proof that sometimes the most unbelievable creatures aren't hiding in the shadows. They're right in front of us, waiting to be seen. Walking mystery. A security camera picked up something that left everyone scratching their heads. Several bizarre figures strolling past, except they weren't like anything you'd expect. Just a pair of long, thin legs, no upper body in sight. These eerie beings, known as Fresno nightcrawlers, have sparked theories about their origins, with some believing they're extraterrestrial, while others think they might be paranormal entities with hidden claws for hunting. First spotted in California in 2007, more sightings have surfaced over the years, yet no one really knows where they came from or what they truly are. Pine Devil. Would you dare come face to face with a creature straight out of 18th century folklore? One man did, and what he saw was enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. The Jersey Devil, described as having a goat's head, bat-like wings, hooves, and a split tail, has been the subject of eerie sightings for centuries, especially in the dense pine barrens of South Jersey. In 2015, a video showing a winged figure soaring through the air went viral, reigniting fears of the legend. Skeptics dismissed it, claiming the wings looked suspiciously like a toy. But for believers, the legend of the Jersey Devil refuses to fade, blurring the line between folklore and reality. Graveyard Gremlin. Graveyards are supposed to be peaceful, but one UK cemetery proved to be anything but ordinary. A local walking through the area spotted something strange. A tiny creature with little legs and arms, oversized ears, and a face that looked eerily like Dobby from Harry Potter. It peeked from behind a grave, watching cautiously before suddenly darting to another tombstone and vanishing inside. The footage left people wondering, was it an ancient relic, an undiscovered species, or something far more bizarre? One thing's certain, after seeing this, nighttime cemetery strolls don't sound like the best idea. Extinction Comeback. Dinosaurs may have vanished millions of years ago, but some say they never truly left. A trail camera captured footage of something that had viewers doing double takes. A creature sprinting through the bushes with a long tail and an unmistakable shape. It looked just like a velociraptor, the fast, razor-clawed predator that once roamed ancient lands. Experts say these creatures only exist in fossils, but if that's the case, what exactly did this camera capture? Whether it was an elaborate hoax or a real glimpse of something prehistoric, the idea that dinosaurs are still out there just became a little harder to ignore. Demon goat sighting. In a rare and eerie moment, someone caught a glimpse of a creature that looked straight out of a nightmare. A shadowy figure with massive, curling horns lurked in the darkness, its pitch-black form blending into the night. It seemed almost unnatural, like it had wandered in from another realm. The creature moved cautiously, peeking out from its hiding spot as if checking for danger, or maybe something else. This sighting is impossible to forget. Healing Tear. A simple fishing trip turned into something straight out of legend when a group of fishermen pulled up a mysterious catch, what looked like a mermaid tangled in their net. The viral clip showed them struggling to lift the motionless figure onto a stretcher. Its shimmering fishtail and human torso? I don't know. But all of this left little room for doubt. It looked shockingly real. But before any real answers could surface, the story disappeared. No updates, no explanations. Secret creatures. The Sierra Madre Mountains in the Philippines stretch over 335 miles, hiding mysteries deep in their rugged terrain. In 2003, a trail camera captured something that still has people baffled. Two figures with long limbs moved at incredible speed, their forms barely human. But the real shock came when they leaped across massive cliffs without any wings or visible effort. Some believe they were the result of secret lab experiments, quietly let loose into the wild. Even creepier, the creatures moved in complete silence. No footsteps, no breathing, just eerie, ghostly motion. Champ Monster. America's own lake monster Champ has kept the waters of Lake Champlain shrouded in mystery for centuries. With over 300 reported sightings, this elusive creature has fascinated cryptid hunters and casual visitors alike. Recently, a group of tourists hoping for a glimpse of the legend ended up capturing something shocking on film. The dark, serpentine figure moved just beneath the water's surface, eerily resembling descriptions of Champ. While skeptics brush it off as waves or debris, the video only fuels more speculation. P.T. Barnum once offered $50,000 for its capture, but today, Champ is legally protected. Subscribers pick. A man strolling along the beach stumbled upon something straight out of a legend. Lying lifeless on the shore was a massive winged creature. Its wide jaws, towering frame, and enormous wings matching the very descriptions of dragons from ancient myths. But unlike the fire-breathing beasts of folklore, this one wasn't soaring through the skies. It had seemingly emerged from the ocean's depths. This eerie discovery has left everyone wondering just how much of our world remains unseen. But what's your take on this? Let me know in the comments below. Skyborne Terror. Passengers were settling in for a routine flight when an unusual sight appeared outside their windows. Smoke curled through the clouds, and before anyone could process what was happening, a massive figure emerged, a dragon, its wings cutting through the sky. One passenger fumbled for his phone, capturing shaky footage as the creature disappeared into the mist. Meanwhile, another recorded the city lights below, when an eerie burst of flames flickered in the clouds. The fire hung there, motionless, as if frozen in time. And then, without warning, it all vanished, leaving behind only stunned silence and footage that no one could explain.